Okay everybody, welcome to 256 Garage. Today we're going to show you how to wire up a Duraspark distributor in your old classic Ford, or if you got a late model and you want to change it over, or however. Anyway, we're going to show you how to wire it up. You see we got our box mounted, and on the box you got a green, a black, a purple, and an orange on one plug, and then you've got a red and a white on the other plug. Then on your distributor you've got an orange, a black, and it looks like a brown instead of a purple on this one, but I'm sure maybe it's just faded. It's been a while. But anyway, we're going to show you how to wire it up. Stay tuned. Okay, so we started out, we made us a little harness. We actually tried to match it up. We got us a green, we got us a purple, we got us an orange, but our black, I didn't have no black wire, so I had to use a brown wire. So brown to black, orange to orange, purple to purple, green to green. So we're going to plug them in, and I put the covered ends on it so we wouldn't have to worry about them getting up against each other or shorting them out. It's nice if you can order these plugs, but they're a little expensive and we can make it work without them, or if you've got an old car that you can cut them off of. But we're going to make this work right here and I'll show you. Okay, as you can see here, we got them plugged in, and like I said, the insulated connectors like that keeps any chance of touching away. And we got them taped together here, and we're going to kind of run them. We want to run them back out of the way, so we're going to kind of go up to that wiring harness, and then we'll come over to the engine, and we'll probably put us a little wire loop right here around these or something to hold them. Of course, we're going to tape all that up too once we get all the wires run, and then we'll tape it and insulate it real good. We're going to kind of run them around the distributor and tuck them in here under it and hook all these up. Now your green wire, that's going to go to your coil. So we've got it loose from them actually, so we can set it off over this way to the coil. And then these three will hook to your distributor. If you see your distributor got an orange, a black, and like I said, I'm pretty sure that's just a faded purple. So we got these kind of connectors on it, but on the wire side, we're going to use these right here. That way they'll be insulated. Okay, so I got our wires run up through here. We're going to put them in this little clip right here to run them around. We're going to kind of go behind the distributor, and I've got them stripped where I can put my ends on. And like I said, I got the ends like this. That way it'll cover those and everything will be sealed. So we're going to crimp all these on, and then that'll have that part of the harness finished. Like I said, purple to purple, black to black, orange to orange. Okay, now it's time for our other plug, the red and the white one. I got my red, and I guess you call it a gray wire more than white. I've got this harness fixed together so far. What I'm gonna do is plug it in, and then I'm gonna run it along with this one, and then we'll go past the distributor. One will go over here to the solenoid, and then the other one will go to the ignition wire from the switch. So I'm gonna get these plugged in and get them run, then I'll show you that. Okay, so we got our red and white wire hooked in the harness. So we're actually gonna take our black tape now, and we're gonna tape these two harnesses together and seal them together. That way it looks like one nice black pack of wires instead of a bunch of different color wires just taped up. So right now I'm fixing to tape them up, and then we'll kind of show you how we're running everything. Okay, so we got our two taped together. We got them in our wire holder here. We're actually gonna put another one right here, probably to this bolt. That'll kind of keep everything tucked in. And we split off our coil wire, our ignition wire, and our solenoid wire from the harness, where we can run them on around to where they need to go. Like I said, the green one's gonna go to the coil. I'm gonna see if I can find the coil in the bracket and go ahead and get it bolted down right quick. I gotta find our ignition wire coming out of the firewall. It's gonna run to the positive side of the coil, and the green one will run to the negative side of the coil, and the red one will run to the positive side with the ignition wire. And then we'll hook our gray one up over here to the solenoid. One up and the distributor down in place. We pumped up our oil pressure before we put the distributor down in there. So I'm gonna spin it over a little bit now and just see what happens. I don't know why I took the phone away, but anyway, it's spinning over good. So now we've got to finish up our wiring up our electronic ignition and see if we can get this thing to spin with a key. Somebody has cut the harness back there coming out of the firewall. So we're going to have to find our hot wire, find our temp wire, find our oil pressure wire, and run new wires. So let me find our switch wire first, because I want to get that run and finish hooking up our ignition. Okay, so we've got our distributor in now where it needs to be. We've got it plugged up. We've got our coil mounted. So now it's time to hook up the rest of the wires. We've got to hook up the green to the negative side of the coil. We hook up the red to the switch wire and to the positive side of the coil, and then our gray to the solenoid over there. So let me get all that trimmed up and put in place, and so we can start getting that hooked up. Okay, so we got all our wires run now. Both harnesses made, both hooked up to the coil. Remember, your green to green, or green to the coil, orange to orange in the distributor, black to black in the distributor, and purple to purple in the distributor. Red to the positive side of the coil and the ignition switch wire. White to the solenoid. You can see we got our green, got our red. Now we are missing the switch wire because somebody's hacked them up, and I don't have the key yet for this. So we're gonna have to change the key switch and figure out which wire is our hot wire. So we're gonna run a jumper wire to here right now. And then the white wire over here to that side of the solenoid. And that's got all our wires hooked up. We've got our spark plug wires on, our coil wire on, and it should fire now. So we're gonna try to check it, like I said, by straight wiring it, seeing if it'll fire. Then we'll try to get us a carburetor on it, see if it'll crank. Okay, we got all our wires hooked up. Like I said, we ain't got the switch wire from the car, so we've got it straight wired. But we're gonna spin it over and see if it'll fire. You see that?
That's pretty consistent to me.
It's sparking, it's firing. All right, we're gonna dump some gas in this thing and see if it'll fire.
I'm hungry, give me some gas. Bum, bum, bum.
Here we go.
Let me put this down, I don't want to catch fire.
Get ready, you may have to move the distributor. Oh, give us more gas. Give us some more gas. Hey, did you hear that? Get ready.
Let me see if I can fill this carburetor up.
Kids, do not try this at home. I said give it a drink, not the whole bottle. Well, we won't make it an alcoholic.
I'm hungry.
Will it run video on a Ford? It's a Ford. We know it's gonna run.
This is a we know it's going to run. When's it going to crank video? We just need to get some gas hooked up to it now.
It ain't got no miss. That's that ham shit.
All right, we got our Duraspark wired up. I'll leave a wiring diagram picture in here too. We're gonna give it a drink of gas, crank it, and make sure it's
that old
running.
distributor we dug out of an old car?
That's the one
right
dug
there?
out of the old car back there.
Say what you want to about Duraspark. We drug that out of a junk.
The wires was
Wait, they put no junk.
yeah, that was a Grand Marquis.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. Let's see what happens. Definitely firing. That's how you wire a Duraspark distributor in an old model Ford, or anything you got old model. Okay guys, don't pay no attention to the artwork. Not the best drawer in the world, but right here is the diagram for the Duraspark ignition. Like I said, got black, purple, orange, green, black, purple, orange, green to the negative side of the coil, your red to the positive side of the coil, your white to the ignition side of the solenoid, and then from a key power source to your coil. It'll crank and run as long as you got a good distributor, a good coil, and a good ignition module. It'll fire. Hope this helps somebody. Like I said, we've run it on several. Been on Drake's Maverick for years. I run it on a race car for a while till I could afford a MSD setup. Alan's running on several different ones. I think I had it on an old Ford truck. But if you wire it in like this, it'll work and last for a long time. Appreciate everybody tuning in. 256 Garage out.